Now that you have come to that point in the step-by-step directions, you are now ready to complete the proposal. You will copy and paste this template onto a fresh Word document. Naturally replace with your name. You will write the title, the clever title that you have decided upon for your essay. Next will be your title image. Let's pause just a moment and talk about title images for a moment. Here are some images of dinner party. There is nothing wrong with these images, except that they are not appropriate for a title image. The title image represents the project, not the dinner party. Later on in the essay, you will be able to include a picture of your dinner party where you will want to include pictures with people, not just a picture of a table, right? Because this is all about persuading a reader. And the reader needs to be able to see themselves sitting at the dinner table with your guests. Not a picture of food, a picture of people. Now let's look at what an appropriate image would be for your title image. My event is going to raise funds for fire stations, as I showed in the step-by-step instructions as one possible example. This would be a good title image, wouldn't it? What is this an image of? Firefighters passing a boot to collect funds. I know you think, gosh, that's Captain Obvious. I know, that's the point of a title image. Let's say I'm trying to raise funds for people who have been victims of fires. This is a nice image, isn't it? It shows a firefighter helping a person. And even though that's a grim topic, it still gives hope to the reader. Do you see that? I know you do. Let's look at a couple of other ideas. Say I'm going to hold a puppy rescue event, and the number of people that I'm coming that will be my invited guests, not my VIP guests, but the folks from the neighborhood that I'm going to invite to come and rescue these dogs. And pretty much a lot of the neighborhood consists of young people. This is a nice image, isn't it? She's a little bit blurry, but it still shows a young person rescuing the little animals. Now let's say that my event is an animal puppy rescue in a neighborhood of predominantly a little bit older people. Do you see how the title image needs to relate to your reader and what you want them to do? Clearly, I'm going to want people to walk away with one of these little puppies. Let's look at another example. See that my event is going to help support an already existing zoo. Do you see that we include people here? People who are enjoying this zoo. What do we not see? We don't see any animals. So maybe that's my project. But you see that that's kind of a neat title image. It's a little busy, but it shows people and it shows an already existing exhibit at a zoo. This is an overhead picture of the same zoo. Do you see how terrible this picture is? What's the reader supposed to see here? All I see is a bunch of buildings. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. I'm not inspired to read forward. I don't see anything hopeful here. I just see an overhead picture. You see what I'm saying? I know you do. Let's look at another. Now let's say that I have a little bit tougher challenge in front of me. I want to take a zoo that's a mess right now, and I want to inspire people to save this zoo. Fix it up, put some nice animals in there, and really make it a nice attraction for people. I don't want to show the inside of the zoo for my title image because that would be negative and it would make the reader horrified. But what I want to show is, you can see this is kind of a clever entrance. You see these boxes indicate that it's been neglected, but it's an existing structure, and that could be something that I can use for my title image. It doesn't show people because right now there are no people because it's an abandoned, small, like a little neighborhood zoo. But it could be fixed up if people, do you see what I'm saying? All right, that's enough examples. Words, cartoons, or logos, unless you're selling a cartoon. Now, explain what your cause is, what's your opinion, why do you care? This is short. I just need to see where you're going with this for the proposal. I know later on you're going to be getting detailed about this, but then I want to know what specifically you want to do. I want to see it all the way through the proposal. I know. You say, can't I just show it once? No. I want you to show me over and over again what the outcome is for this. Awareness is not an outcome. Money, goods, and services are outcomes. So for that little picture that I just showed you of the zoo, maybe I need carpenters, I need zoologists, I need all kinds of things for this. I need more than just money. I need some people who can put a little labor into the situation. So that would be a lot of different outcomes, and that might be a little bit too much. But remember, I want to know what you intend to do. This example is pretty simple. There are 10 fire stations. There's this fabulous new piece of equipment that could save lives, including the lives of firefighters. Each one costs $2,500. 10 fire stations, I need $25,000. And if I have any extra, I'm going to use that to distribute between the 10 fire stations and let them use that for their own benefit. Now, this is the outcome portion. This is very important. Why are you invested in this cause? What's the outcome you hope to achieve? It can't be, I'm going to raise a ton of money. How much money? And if I make more than that amount of money, what am I going to do with it? So be sure, this part is very important. It's all important. Now briefly describe the kind of party that you want to have. Remember, that's all covered in those step-by-step instructions. Now we have the guest list. Remember, we have featured guests and we have regular guests who are coming. So first, the guest list. Who's coming? Are they people with money? Are they community people? Are they neighborhood people? Are they flying in on their jets from somewhere? Who is coming to this party? Next, you have your featured guests, your VIP guests. These are the people that are advancing and pitching your cause. And there's one final person who needs to be convinced, who with a sweep of a pen can make this happen. And that person, along with the community of people that you have gathered for this party, can make your dream come true. That is the person who needs convincing. Keep in mind that musicians need to be musicians that support the cause, not ones that you necessarily like better than others. You want to make sure that you read the room. Who's coming to this party? And as I said in the step-by-step instructions, if I'm hosting a party for new playground equipment, I don't want Black Sabbath playing at the party. I need to have a string quartet or something fun or something lively or some fun music. And then include your works cited, complete the working bibliography for this phase of the essay. Make sure you use EasyBib and that you check that out and make sure that it's formatted correctly. And that's it. That is all that's required for the proposal at this stage of the essay.